Last week, Australia's Herald Sun newspaper reported homeless Kiwis in Australia are now being flown back to New Zealand. That story does rather play to a preconception or a misconception across the Tasman that Kiwis over there don't work. In fact, the unemployment rate amongst New Zealanders in Australia is lower than the country's general unemployment rate. Having said that, begging is now such a big problem in Melbourne that both police and social agencies are cracking down on it. You'll realise why when you hear that beggars in Melbourne report making $300 a day. Can that really be true? Our reporter Tristram Clayton went undercover to find out.
Down and out in Melbourne, Australia. I look dodgy and feel terrible. There was no shower this morning or coffee, and our first stop was Flagstaff Gardens to have a mud bath. I'm a fraud and a mess, but it's the morning commuter rush and there's begging to be done. We're a block from Melbourne's Southern Cross station. Locals tell us it's a popular spot for beggars. Within minutes, we see why. It's a strange feeling. I'm torn between guilt and elation, between what the heck am I doing and yes, result. I even managed to get my caffeine fix.
Nice, very kind. Wow, thank you. Sure, very much, thank you. That's awesome.
Awesome with at least 2 sugars.
Thanks, little boy. Thanks, mate.
An hour later, my beanie is already a quarter full. Time to head into the CBD.
Got any spare change, bro? Excuse me, mate. Got any spare change? I haven't, mate. Sorry.
It's now lunch hour, and this time we're on the move.
Any spare change?
No, I haven't got the change on me at all.
Excuse me, folks, you got any spare change?
To get out.
Approaching passers-by and actively asking for money is illegal in Australia.
Just have any spare change, guys?
No, you got nothing on me, buddy.
Excuse me, don't have any spare change here?
Last year, 296 people were charged for begging in Melbourne, twice as many as 4 years ago.
Excuse me, mate. Got any spare change?
The Salvation Army in Australia says it's also seen an increase in the number of destitute Kiwis.
Spare change?
14 have already been voluntarily repatriated.
Excuse me, mate. Got any spare change?
By now, I'm starting to feel seriously depressed. I'm still accumulating money, but my deceit in the face of genuine compassion is starting to get the better of me.
Yeah, I'll do one more. This guy coming. Excuse me, mate. Got any spare change? All right, well, that might be enough. Just about. That's all my pride can take, mate.
For our final hour, we choose a spot near the town hall on Swanston Street. It's late afternoon and Melbourneites are in a giving sort of mood.
Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Thank you very much. Sorry to have some.
Good use, though.
Thank you. I will. Thanks, mister. You sure?
Okay.
Very kind.
Yes, I do look guilty. That was a $20 note.
There you go. Very kind. Thanks, mate.
An hour later, I've had enough. I'm frazzled and emotional, but I also feel strangely uplifted. People have been happy to give, and incredibly, I haven't heard a single word of abuse. This has been one of the most humiliating and humbling experiences of my life.
I certainly don't feel proud to have exploited the generosity and kindness of the good people of Melbourne, but this certainly has been an eye-opener. In a little under 3 hours, we've managed to collect just over 100 Australian dollars.
That's almost 130 Kiwi dollars, or 42 tax-free dollars an hour. So whatever you think of Australians, you can't call them stingy.
Just want to point out the money Tristram made was donated to the Auckland City Mission in